I'm about to show you one of the craziest secrets in the entire Bible, and it's been hiding in plain sight for thousands of years. What if I told you one of the most powerful prophecies ever was delivered by a royal prince who was also African? What if this one guy had the authority to predict the end of the world and reveal a secret plan for saving it? For years, people have read the Bible, but they've been missing huge clues about who these prophets actually were. We're told to read the words, but nobody shows us the insane truths buried right in the text. The story we've all been told is incomplete. Today, we are exposing one of the biggest hidden stories. It's about a prophet named Zephaniah, which literally means hidden by God. And you won't believe what God was hiding. This isn't just some crazy theory. We found the clues right in the Bible itself. We're about to uncover a secret that changes everything. The secret starts in what most people think is the most boring part of the Bible, a list of names. But this is no ordinary list. In the very first verse of his book, the Bible does something it almost never does for any other prophet. It gives us his entire family tree, 4 generations back. It says, "The word of the Lord that came to Zephaniah son of Cushi, son of Gedaliah, son of Amariah, son of Hezekiah." I know, your eyes just glazed over. But back then, this was a resume. It was everything. Most prophets just get their dad's name, like Isaiah, son of Amoz. But Zephaniah gets 4 generations. The Bible is basically waving a giant red flag at us saying, pay attention to this. The first massive clue is the last name on the list, Hezekiah. This isn't just some random guy. Scholars believe this is King Hezekiah, one of the greatest kings ever. This means Zephaniah was a prince. He was part of the royal family, a cousin to the current king Josiah. He walked the halls of power and knew all the secrets of the elites he was about to destroy. But it's the second name on that list that is the absolute bombshell. His father's name is Cushi. In Hebrew, Cushi isn't just a name, it's a description. It literally means the Cushite. And who were the Cushites? They were from the legendary and powerful African kingdom of Kush, modern-day Sudan and Ethiopia. Cushi was the word they used for a black person from Africa. Let that sink in. The Bible straight up calls this prophet's dad an African. It was his name. This means the prophet Zephaniah, a freaking prince of Judah, was half African. And this wasn't even weird back then. The kingdom of Kush was a superpower. They were military giants. Kushite pharaohs literally ruled Egypt and were allies with Zephaniah's own great-great-grandpa, King Hezekiah. Africans were kings, soldiers, and diplomats at the highest levels. So Zephaniah isn't just a prophet. He's a living bridge between 2 worlds, between continents. And this incredible heritage is exactly what gives him the power to deliver the insane message God gave him. So with this insane royal and African authority, Zephaniah unleashes the single most terrifying prophecy in the entire Bible: the day of the Lord. This wasn't a warning, it was a verdict. He declared total cosmic destruction. Just listen to how insane this is. "I will utterly sweep away everything from the face of the earth," declares the Lord. "I will sweep away man and beast. I will sweep away the birds and the fish. I will cut off mankind from the face of the earth." It is a complete reversal of creation. The God who created the world is now going to uncreate it. But why? Zephaniah was a royal insider, and he saw all the corruption. He saw the princes and kings' sons wearing foreign clothes and acting like they were better than everyone. He called out all the violence and lies filling the city, but his most savage words were for people cheating on God. He says God will cut off Baal. He slams people for worshiping the sun, moon, and stars on their roofs. He roasts the people who tried to play both sides, worshiping God and a fake god named Milcom. And maybe the most savage of all, He went after the rich, lazy elites who basically decided God didn't matter. Zephaniah called them men who say, "The Lord will not do good, nor will he do ill." They were so rich and comfortable they thought they were untouchable, and God was irrelevant. To all these people, Zephaniah declares the day of the Lord is coming, and it's a day of pure wrath. He describes it as a day of distress and anguish, a day of ruin and devastation, a day of darkness and gloom. It is apocalyptic. He literally says their silver and gold won't save them. Their houses will be destroyed, and they'll be trapped. God will make them walk like the blind, because they have sinned. This wasn't some far-off threat. It was coming, and it was unavoidable. But the prophecy gets even crazier. Other prophets focused on their own country, but Zephaniah goes global. His African heritage gives him a platform to speak to the entire world. Because he had roots inside and outside his country, he had the credibility to announce a worldwide judgment. And he does it with terrifying precision. He looks in every direction. He looks west to the Philistines and says their land will be totally empty, gone. He looks east to Moab and Ammon and says they will become like Sodom, a wasteland forever. He looks north to the biggest superpower on earth, Assyria. He predicts their unbeatable capital city, Nineveh, will become a desolation, a dry waste like the desert, a place for beasts to lie down in. This was like predicting Washington, D.C. would become a pile of sand, and it actually happened. And then he does the unthinkable. He turns his prophecy south toward the land of his own father, toward Africa, and he declares, "You also, O Cushites, shall be slain by my sword." This is an absolutely insane moment. He doesn't give his African ancestors a pass. His dual heritage makes him completely impartial. He's not just a guy from Judah hating on other countries. He's a servant of the God who judges all nations by the exact same standard. His African blood gives him the authority to judge Africa, and his royal blood gives him the authority to judge his own family. He's living proof that God's judgment has no borders. No other prophet could deliver a message this powerful, but his message didn't end with just destruction. And this is where the story has the biggest plot twist in the entire Old Testament. After 2 chapters of pure terror, the tone flips completely. The same prophet who predicted global ruin also predicts a global rescue. And his vision of hope puts the people from his African homeland right at the center of it all. In chapter 3, Zephaniah reveals God's ultimate plan. It's not about destruction. It's about purification. God's judgment is a fire meant to refine the world. He promises to create a new, humble group of people who trust in him. But this promise isn't just for Judah. It explodes into a promise for the whole world. In one of the most incredible verses in the Bible, God says through Zephaniah, "For at that time I will change the speech of the peoples to a pure speech, that all of them may call upon the name of the Lord and serve him shoulder to shoulder." This is the reverse of the Tower of Babel. Instead of being scattered by different languages, God promises to unite everyone with one language to worship him together. And then comes the climax, the verse that changes everything. Zephaniah, the prophet with the Cushite father, delivers this mind-blowing promise from God. "From beyond the rivers of Cush my worshippers will bring my offerings." Read that again. The exact same region, the heart of Africa, that he had just condemned, is now named as the future source of God's most devoted worshippers. From the land of his father, God's people will come. The man whose very existence was a link between Africa and the people of God prophesies a future where that link is fulfilled through worship. This is an unbelievable message of hope and inclusion, delivered by the one man whose very life embodied it. The judgment on Cush was not the end of the story. The end of the story was redemption. So the story of Zephaniah is about so much more than a hidden prophet. It's proof that God's plan has always included every person from every nation. People have felt invisible in the Bible for too long, but this truth has been here the entire time, hiding in plain sight. Zephaniah's story proves diversity isn't some new idea. It's at the very core of the Bible. His identity was the key that unlocked his entire message. He stood as a judge of his own royal family and as a prophet to the world, including the land of his African father. And through him, God declared that he would bring together a global family from every corner of the earth, even from beyond the rivers of Cush. His name means hidden by God, but today, his story is hidden no more. If your mind is blown right now, smash the like button and share this video with someone who needs to see this. Let's keep uncovering the Bible's biggest secrets. And in the comments below, tell me what part of this story shocked you the most. Thanks for watching.